Welcome to the 2019 first installment of the Autauga Football Review with Coach Bobby Carr. Coach, got a big win against Bessemer, but before we get there, let's go back to last year. We won a state championship, won a national championship, first time in school history winning a national championship. Just kind of hit on some high points about those last two games that we had.
Yeah, our kids really saved their best football for the latter part of the season. A lot of great players we lost off last year's team, and I get asked all the time, how are you going to defend last year's state title? We're not defending it because that group, they earned their trophy and it's going in the trophy case and it's not coming out. It's up to this year's group to get their own. And up to this point, our guys have responded to every challenge, worked extremely hard over the summer, and again, we're looking for a lot of things. We're looking for the team chemistry, the unity, and I tell seniors every year, it's not our team as coaches. It's the seniors team, and great teams are led by players. Good teams are led by coaches, but I've always said that great teams are led by players.
Good deal, Coach. New year, new team. Lost 21 seniors off last year's team. Got a lot of holes to fill. Just talk about how the new guys have come in and just kind of stepped in that role and just kind of helped keep this thing going.
Yeah, a lot of guys, we only had a few starters on both sides of the ball returning, but a lot of guys got a lot of playing time last year because of last year's group. We beat people, pretty good, I guess, for the most part, in most ball games, and allowed everybody to get a lot of playing time. And then you throw that in with that experience that they got last year, and we're counting on a lot of those guys to step into starters this year, and then fill in a number of new guys that came in. The biggest thing is hopefully our guys will learn to accept one another and all be pulling from the same end of the rope at the right time.
What's going to define this team compared to the last time? I know you said that last year's team won their championship, it's in the trophy case, but what do you think is going to define this team knowing we've only played one game?
Just the unity, the things that we try to instill in our teams every single year, and they're buying into everything we're putting in front of them. Pulling for one another. I've said it a number of years. It's those guys that can put their own selfish wants and needs aside and do what's best for the group. That's when you start to see greatness. We're asking guys to play different positions and things like that. That maybe not be where they want to play, but they know it's doing what's best for the team. And again, up to this point, our guys have bought in and doing extremely well.
Awesome. All right, Coach, let's go with the Bessemer. We played Bessemer 2 weeks ago. We had an off week this past week, but 2 weeks ago we played Bessemer. Big win, 48-6. Just give us just your overview of that game.
Our plan was to go out and play fast, and we feel like we've got a lot of athletes, and Octavius Palmer did a good job of getting in our athletes' hands, letting them make plays. Thought our offensive line did a pretty good job up front for the most part. We missed a few assignments, but that's going to happen, especially early on in the year. But I thought the overall play was really, really good on both sides of the ball, especially the offense. They were clicking on all cylinders for the most part.
Going into that game, what did you think was the biggest question for us, being our first game, losing those 21 seniors? Just what was the biggest question going into that game for you?
Well, I think there were a number of questions. How's the offense going to play? How's Octavius Palmer going to play without, with him, this being his first year in our system? But he's an extremely bright kid and did a really good job all summer, getting better each day, and obviously it showed in his performance the other night.
You hit on the offense. Let's go on the defensive side of the ball. Not knowing kind of what we had, we lost a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball, replacing a lot of guys. A new Mike linebacker, and we had Carson Tate who just kind of helped control everything. But we had a lot of new guys there. How did the defense play as a whole?
I thought they did really, really well. I thought Willie Willis did a good job of controlling things at the Mike linebacker, replacing Carson. I thought all our guys played well. I thought our defensive front played well, and the back end we did a really good job as well. So as a whole, offense, defense, I thought it was really a really good night for us.
Good deal. Coach, we had 2 co-players of the week. They're actually up for players of the week for the Montgomery Advertiser here around our area. Let's talk about Octavius Palmer. You've already kind of hit on him a little bit. Brand new kid, came from Dallas County High. Great intangible, 6'5", 190 pounds. Has a big arm. Just talk about Tay and just how he controlled the game and just how he plays as a whole.
Well, again, he's a winner. I've seen that. I see that in his daily walk, how he approaches everything in life, not just on the football field, but in the classroom as well. He's a very bright kid, and he's like a sponge. He's soaking in everything we're instilling in him, and you can tell he wants to be great. And again, it was just really pleasing to see him go out and perform the way he did. And I'm not just talking about making a lot of athletic plays. I'm talking about just putting our offense in the right plays. Even if I call the wrong play, he gets us in the right play and makes the right decision. So I was really, really pleased with Tay, and I look for a number of great games to come too.
That's Octavius Palmer. When we come back, we're going to talk to Octavius Palmer, co-player of the week. Welcome to the Autauga Football Review, co-player of the week. This is Octavius Palmer. How you doing, Octavius?
I'm doing all right.
Tay, coming back from a hip injury last year at Dallas County, how was the game? How'd you feel about getting back out there for the first time in about a year?
I was nervous about getting hit, but once I got hit, I was pretty smooth sailing from there.
Had a big win against Bessemer, 48-6. I think you were 14 of 18, a couple touchdowns. Just talk about the game. How did it go?
It was very smooth, just laid back, calm, and just got the ball into a playmaker's hand.
Talking about the offense this year, what is it like playing with new players coming from all different types of schools and different areas and playing in an offense like Autauga has?
It's fun being able to spread the ball around and just watching them make plays.
Coming from Dallas County to Autauga, you talked to me about the fast pace of an offense. You know, does that matter to a defense? Do you like going fast paced? Do you like a slower pace? What do you like the best?
A fast pace, the defense don't have time to set up. It's easier to get big, explosive plays. So, I mean, going fast is pretty much good.
Coming this week, we have an off week this week. Then we go down to Vernon, Florida next week to play them, and very explosive, very talented team. What is our mindset this week in an off week of trying to just maintain what we did last week?
Come in like we came last week, ready to work and get ready to travel to Florida.
Last question, Tate, I'll let you go. Just as a whole, what do you love about being at Autauga Academy playing for a coach like Coach Carr?
It's fun. He expects you to come to work every day.
Awesome. This is Octavius Palmer, co-player of the week. Welcome back. That was Octavius Palmer, co-player of the week. Coach, we have another one, Raymond Cutler. Another new guy. He was kind of here earlier a couple years ago, then he left, came back. What a great play, just game by him, just some explosive plays that he made, and not knowing if he could actually do that, and then seeing that out of him. Just talk about Raymond, just type of kid he is, and how, the type of game he had.
Number one, Raymond's a great person. Tell his mom's done a great job raising him. He's what I call a humble champion. He shows up every day and does his job. We never have to worry about Raymond having the right stuff or not having the right stuff. He's always going to show up and give us his best every single day, not just on Fridays. So I expected something like that, but I think he opened a few eyes for people that really didn't know who Raymond Cutler was. I think there's no question who he was after Friday night's performance. He's a special player, and we're going to count on him a lot this year.
Good deal. Well, let's take a look at Raymond Cutler, co-player of the week. All right. Raymond, how is the receiving corps this year? I know we got some new players. We're pretty deep, pretty athletic. I know we only have one receiver turning from last year's team, but how are we gelling and coming together as a team, as a core?
I feel like we're coming together as a team pretty well. All the work we did in the offseason is starting to pay off. We in sync pretty well.
Going into this week, we have an off week this week. We play Vernon High School next week out of Vernon, Florida. What is our mindset of the off week? What do we have to do to get ready for the game next Friday?
I feel like the mindset of the off week is the same as a regular week. We take it serious. We know we got a job to do.
Raymond, going into Vernon this next week, we have an off week this week. What is our mindset of this off week to get ready for Vernon next week?
I feel like our mindset is to treat it the same as any other week coming up. We know we got a job to do at the end, so we practice hard. And yeah, this is
Last question. What do you like about playing in an offense like we have, being a receiver, knowing that we throw the ball, we're very dynamic, very down the field? So what is the most just things you like about playing in an offense like this at Autauga?
I think it's because like the offense that we run, like necessarily, you don't have to get the ball every play for someone else to make plays.
Raymond, what do you like most about playing in the offense that Autauga runs, knowing it's kind of wide open down the field, big plays, never knowing if you're going to get the ball or not, but knowing you're going to have every opportunity to make a lot of plays. So what do you like playing in an offense that Autauga runs?
I like playing in the offense that Autauga runs because you can get deep passes, you can get short passes, making plays, because the linemen and everybody, they're going to do their job in order for you to score and win games.
Awesome. This is the Autauga Football Review Co-Player of the Week, Raymond Cutler. Welcome back. That was Raymond Cutler, Co-Player of the Week. Coach, let's go to the Vernon game. Before we get to the Vernon game, we had an off week last week. Kind of unusual to have an off week after the first game. What's a mindset just kind of going into an off week after a big win? You know, what you try to get out of the guys for that week, and then coming up to a big game, out-of-state game with Vernon, Florida?
Well, I think in off week you always want to correct the mistakes you made, and we had a number that we could really work on, focus on. So that's the big deal there. And you know, and those good players, those great players, excuse me, they want to be pushed, and it doesn't matter who they're playing on Friday night or if there's an off week. They want to show up and get better, and that was a challenge for us last week with our players. So you know, and they bought in. And going into Vernon, you know, we're representing our association, representing our state. It's going to be a challenge. They're very, very, very athletic. I heard a number of people in the Panhandle say they were preseason to win their region. So it's going to be a challenge going down there. But we look forward to that. We look forward to going down representing our state and our school, and it's going to be an exciting atmosphere.
Good deal. Can't wait for the game. Just on some other notes, cheerleaders are selling some Tough Strong bracelets. I have one on right here. Please see them if you'd like to get one. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit that bell so you get all the subscriptions, all the notifications of us coming online. This is our first installment of the Autauga Football Review for 2019. Coach, let's get that win. Go Generals.